Professor Madhu Kapani is the former director of the Anantapur campus of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning and also former dean of Faculty of Economics and Humanities. A distinguished educationist, she received a meritorious gold medal for her PhD from the divine hands of Bhagawan in 1990. Over the decades, she has served on several prestigious academic and advisory bodies at both the institute and also at the national level in India. Professor Kapani is also the author of Education in Human Values, Concept and Practical Implications, a work which reflects her lifelong dedication to value-based education.
Sai Ram, my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagawan Baba and loving Sai Ram to all the listeners and viewers of Radio Sai. Normally, when we meet a person for the first time and we get to know that so-and-so is a Sai devotee, the question that comes to our mind is, how did you first get to know Swami? Who introduced you? Or what were the miracles that you had seen which brought you to Bhagavan's fold? So these are the questions which I'm sure I would have also asked somebody when I had met them. Well, in my case, the journey began somewhere in 1968-69 when my elder sister Karuna Kapani, who was doing her MSc in anthropology in Bhubaneswar Vani Vihar, went to meet one of her friends. She was staying in the hostel, and that day happened to be a Thursday. So when she went to her friend's house, the friend said that today is a bhajan over there and she is busy today. Would she like to come and join her? So my sister agreed and she attended the first bhajan of Bhagwan in the Samiti in Bhubaneswar. And then her friend also gave her the book Man of Miracles to read. And this is how my elder sister first came into Bhagwan's fold. Maybe after that, being in the hostel, she might have visited the Samiti in Bhubaneswar and attended bhajans. But after she completed her MSc and came back to Sambalpur, we came to know that there is a family from Kerala in whose house bhajan takes place every Thursday. So my sister, she had attended bhajans earlier, so she wanted to go. She took my parents' permission that this such and such family is there, can I go and attend the bhajan? So mummy said, okay, you can go, but okay, I will also accompany you. So mummy and she both went and attended. It was just a walking distance from our house, like how maybe 20 steps away. And she had got to know that, when you sing bhajans, Swami's flower falls or the garland around Swami's photos, they keep increasing in length day by day. So these type of small miracles she had heard about and mummy went along with her. And this was continuing. I was, I think, then in 9th standard, in class 9. It so happened that that family had to shift from this place to a little place further away. And it was little difficult for mummy to walk and go. So my father, offered. He said, okay, one day in a week, I will drop both of you and then pick you up. So my father would drop them to their house where they used to have bhajans. And it was later on that house became like a samiti. So one day it so happened, father felt that I'm just coming back, and then again it is time for me to go back and pick them up. So instead of going, coming, let me just be there, attend the bhajan and bring them back. So this is how my sister had started attending, mummy started attending, father started attending. One day it so happened that both of them were busy, my father and mother, and my sister asked me, she says, Madhu, would you like to come? I was little reluctant. Why I was reluctant, I would like to tell you. Right from childhood, we used to have kirtans in our colony. See, most of the people in the colony were those who had come after partition. And so, the bond was very strong because the background of everybody was the same, leaving their own place and coming and settling somewhere else. So every week there used to be kirtan. Here we call bhajan, and there in north we call it kirtan. Kirtan used to happen in the afternoon, somewhere around 3 to 4 o'clock, where the ladies would all get together and go. And we as young small children would go because we were interested in prasad. That after Aarti we will get prasadam. So, and as children we would just play outside. When the bell would ring for Aarti, we would all rush into the room where the Aarti would take place and be there for the prasadam. There, when once I noticed, as I went with mummy there to attend, that ladies were there sitting, 2 or 3 of them were busy singing, some are talking, and it was not something which really could, attract me to be there. So I would just come out and play. One day while the Aarti was going on, we are 5 sisters, and 3 of my sisters were studying in Saugar, which is MP, and me and my younger sister were with parents. Here again, I would like to tell you that my elder sister's name is Aruna, the middle sister's name is Karuna, and next sister is Veena, myself Madhu, and my younger sister Bindu. So, when the Aarti would be sung, Aarti was that Om Jai Jagdish Hare. In that Om Jai Jagdish Hare, there's one line, Tum Karuna ke Sagar, Tum Palan Karta. And I just heard that, and it struck me that how come when the 3 sisters, Aruna, Veena, Karuna, 3 of them are there, why mummy has told her friends only about Karuna and Sagar? Tum Karuna ke Sagar, tum palan karta. So, second time it happened, third time it happened. Then, silently I would, when the Aarti would be sung, I would say, Tum Aruna Karuna Veena ke Sagar ko palan karta. And this continued. I don't know how many years it continued. So this was one reason why I was reluctant of going to bhajan when my sister asked me. And because she's elder and we were taught not to give back answer or say no, so I had agreed. I said, okay, I will come and attend, or I'll give you company, we'll go together. Then she put a condition saying that you cannot come in frock. You have to wear salwar kameez and come because there's a decorum which has to be followed. Okay, I said, and I changed my dress. I went along with her. And on the way, she was trying to tell me, see, you can sit here, sit in front. You will like it. The bhajans are very good. And I had this background in my mind, where the ladies, some are singing, some are talking, gossiping, all those things. But it's a bhajan kirtan thing going on there also. So this, I said, okay. But when we reached the house, I sat right against the wall in the back. Twice she called me. She said, come in front. I said, no, I'm comfortable here. And I sat there. When the bhajan started, then I realized that the discipline over there, gents on one side, ladies on the other side, and one after the other, the bhajans continued. No one is talking with anybody, and they were beautiful bhajans. That it will be, right to say that I fell in love with this bhajan session over there. And in the end, of course, I didn't know that they don't give prasad. Vibhuti is the only prasadam over there. But then she had just told me that after the Aarti, nobody talks with anybody. We just take the prasad, what is given, and we have to come out of the room quietly without talking to anybody. And so exactly that happened. And this was so very different from the kirtans that I had attended right from my childhood. And that is how, then I started pining to attend more and more of these bhajans. But then what happened? This was one Thursday she had asked me to come with her because parents were busy. And after that, 2 or 3 weeks went, she didn't ask me. And I used to wait that when will she ask me to come. But I couldn't directly tell her that I also want to come. I don't know what was the reason why I couldn't ask her that. But then I started longing to attend the bhajan. And I feel that was what brought me personally to Bhagawan. And then every year, we used to, in the dining table, sit and talk about visiting different places. And every year my father would say, yes, I will take you here, take you there. But it won't happen somehow or the other. So in 1972, when I completed my higher secondary, then I told father, I said, no, this time you cannot say that we'll go, but you are not going. You have to make a program and let us make South tour. We'll go to South, Bangalore, Ooty, Mysore, all these places we'll go. He said, okay. Okay, this time I will make arrangement. So in 1972, we came by road from Odisha to Bangalore. The first place was Bangalore to be visited because we wanted to have Bhagawan's darshan. When we reached Bangalore, Whitefield, we saw it was deserted. No, not a soul to be seen. The main door of the ashram is closed. So when we inquired, we got to know that Swami has gone to Ooty, and that year the summer course was supposed to be in Ooty. So as Ooty was in our itinerary, so we thought, okay, it's all right. Anyway, we are going to Ooty, we will have darshan of Bhagwan over there. So after seeing Bangalore, we proceeded towards Ooty. Ooty, when we reached Ooty, it was overcrowded. And the time when we reached, Swami was giving discourse inside the hall and we couldn't get inside. And there was no chance, absolutely. So me and my elder sister, we were trying to have a glimpse of Bhagwan through the window outside. And at one particular point, I felt that my and Bhagwan's eyes have met. So I felt very happy. I told my sister, I said, I have had darshan. Swami has looked at me. And I made space for her to come to the place where I was so that she could also see Bhagwan. That's all. We stayed there 1 or 2 days and then proceeded further. We even had to go to Kanyakumari. So it was a planned program, 2 days, 3 days in one place. So that was my first when I saw in 1972 Bhagwan. Whereas from 1968-69 onwards, my sister had come into Bhagwan's fold and slowly the family had also come into Bhagwan's fold. So after that we went back and my mother was an ardent devotee. She was a very pious lady, and it so happened that for my elder sister, they had seen a match. And even the engagement took place, but later on we got to know that the horoscope is not matching. So mother was very particular. She said, no, even if we have to break the engagement, we will do it unless we go and ask Bhagwan, seek his blessings and see what Bhagwan says. So parents came here to Parthi. They stayed almost for a month and Bhagwan gave them interview. So there they poured their heart. They said, Swami, it is like this. Engagement has been done, but the horoscope is not matching. The boy has got Mangal and the girl is not Manglik. So it's there. This is there, like if one is Manglik and the other is not, then it's not good for, perform marriage. So it is then that Swami said, don't worry, go ahead. Swami Mangal Deta. That means I will give Mangal. So you go ahead, proceed with the marriage. I think my mother was still not convinced. She said, no, Bhagwan, we will not perform the marriage unless you perform it here in the interview room. And Swami agreed. He said, okay. And he gave a date. He said it is 15th of November, 1978 is the date that Swami had given for her wedding. I was doing my post-graduation then, and my younger sister was to write her 10th exam. So in batches we came. Those days the trains were also not direct train. We had to change at 2 places to come here. And also we had to convince, my parents had to convince the boy's family that the marriage is going to take place in Puttaparthi, a remote place. Then imagine in 70s, there was no development, no good hotel, nothing. But then my parents were very clear that marriage will happen here if it has to happen. So on 14th, Swami sent Chiranjeev Rao to the room where we were staying and told my sister that tomorrow is the wedding. Are you all ready? So she said, but the mother has not yet come. She's coming tonight. Mummy was supposed to come on 14th, and Swami sent message saying that marriage is going to be 14th morning, whereas earlier he had given date 15th. So when she explained that this is what Swami had told and the reservations were done accordingly, and my younger sister is having her exam, so that is how Mummy is going to reach at this time. Without mother, how can the marriage be performed? Please tell Swami and see that the date remains as 15th of November. So I think he went back, he spoke to Swami, and Swami agreed. And on 15th, we were sitting for darshan. Swami called us to the interview room. And I don't know, in that small room, the boys' family, along with them, their relatives, and our family, our relatives, how we all could fit into it, but we did. And Swami performed the wedding. He created the Mangal Sutra, and he asked the boy, after chanting mantras, he said, you tie this on her neck. And then he created one sugar candy. And he said, after marriage, normally we exchange sweets also, no? So now you both exchange sweet, have this sugar candy. This whatever other upadesh that he had to give to the newly wedded, he did that. And then there was a photo session. After that, Swami said, now you all go and sit outside. I am coming for darshan. Because Swami had not given darshan. So when he came out, of course, outside again, he gave us namaskar. And he told my sister and the boy's mother, her mother-in-law, that Jao, go and come next year with a son. I will bless. And that is how happily, he saw that all relatives who had come are happy, because the North Indian family weddings are really pomp and show. So here it was something very, very simple. And Swami saw that all are satisfied, though we knew that somewhere what they were expecting, the boys' family, that had not happened here. But we were satisfied because the marriage was performed by Bhagawan. So this is how slowly the entire family came into Bhagawan's fold. And every time anything that happened, immediately, we would think, no, we have to go and ask Swami. In the meantime, my sister had joined in Odisha, Sathya Sai Seva organization, and she was holding a position. She was also EHV trust member from the Odisha side. And every year there used to be summer course. In those days, Swami had even allowed students of the other colleges to attend the summer courses. So she, as guru, would bring students from Odisha for the summer course. In the meantime, I was doing my post-graduation. And in the summer course, after the summer course, what Swami used to take group photographs state-wise. So when her chance came with her students and teachers from Odisha, she was sitting just at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Then she slowly asked Swami, she said, Swami, my sister has completed her MA English. Please give her position in your college. Swami listened to her very carefully and he said, not now, not now, not now. She did feel bad a little, but then she realized that Swami has not said no. He said not now. That means there might be a chance or a better time later on. And it so happened that after my post-graduation, I joined the B.Ed course. So I did my B.Ed and M.Ed. After doing B.Ed and M.Ed, I got a job in a government college in Sambalpur, and I was teaching over there. And she was here, she came here for a Shivratri festival and was doing duty in Purna Chandra Auditorium. And it was then she heard Swami making an announcement that year in 1986, Swami announced that he's going to start 2 new courses, MBA for boys in Prasanthi Nilayam and B.Ed program for girls. So when she heard this, she immediately thought of meeting the then Vice Chancellor, Professor S.N. Saraf. And we had known Professor Saraf because he had come with Professor Anil Kumar to visit Odisha. And he had seen me actively working with my sister. We were organizing workshops for school teachers in human values. So I was also one of the national faculty then. we had one or two meetings in Delhi where I have, actually even I have worked as a Sevadal along with my sister here with those days in 70s when Mataji was there, when Nakul Sen, Mrs. Nakul Sen auntie and Mrs. Mani Amma, all these ladies under them, we both have worked. So when my sister went and met the Vice Chancellor and told him about me, that Madhu has completed her education and she is teaching in a government college over there, he said, no, ask her immediately, ask her to send her application. Now, those days there were no mobile phones and we had a landline at home. So she had to go to the exchange in Puttaparthi. There she booked a call and she spoke to me saying that you write an application and along with all your certificates, you immediately post the letter. Those days, my parents had gone to Amritsar for my next sister's, there was a proposal for her to see the match. So at home I was there, my elder brother was there, and she was here doing the duty. Then I told her, I said, when parents are not there, she said, no, you just send the application along with the certificates. We will see, we'll wait and see what will happen. It took time because I had so many certificates, and those days newly the Xerox machine had come, so I had got them all Xeroxed and sent a registered post to the institute. After a week's time, I receive a telegram saying interview is on the 4th of September, and parents had not yet come back from Amritsar, and she was still here in Puttaparthi. I didn't know what to do, so I spoke to my brother. He said, you can go and come back. We will see what is to be done, whether, whether I'll be selected or not, even that was not sure. So there's no harm. But then I was interested in coming here because 6th September happens to be my birthday. So I thought, interview is one thing. Let me go and have Bhagawan's darshan, have his blessings on my birthday. So I reached here. I attended the interview on 4th September. And in the interview, after whatever questions were asked, in the end, Vice Chancellor sir asked me, when can you join? Even today, I don't know how I gave this response, but it came spontaneously from me. I said, sir, I am already in a government job. I will not join unless Bhagwan tells me directly. Now, he was taken aback and he said, see, this is very difficult. I don't know. I'll try my best to tell Bhagwan and to see whether he can speak to you. But we'll see what can be done. And then he asked me, he said, you tomorrow morning you sit where my wife sits, so that if Bhagwan gives any indication, then I will know where you are sitting and I will call you. So it so happened that I told him, I said, sir, I have worked with Mataji. I know she will not let me sit there if I just go and tell her that I have been asked to sit here. He said, no, I will tell my wife. She will talk to her. So you go and you sit next to my wife so that I know you are there. And this was on 5th of September. And morning, the Swami used to stay inside Mandir upstairs. The music started. And Swami opened the door, came out in the open first veranda, and Vice Chancellor sir was sitting in the very first pillar that is there. So I saw him getting up and saying something to Swami. And then Swami came to the lower veranda, one step lower veranda, and he looked in towards this direction where we were sitting. And from behind, Vice Chancellor sir indicated this way. And so I got up. Diagonally, I proceeded going towards the mandir. Swami stood at the veranda. He didn't come out for the morning round of darshans. And as soon as I reached the veranda, Vice Chancellor sir tried to introduce me saying, Swami, she is Madhu Kapani. He just said this Madhu Ka, and Swami said, yes, I know her. She is my summer course student. And I said, no, Swami, I have not attended any summer course. Swami said, hey, you are my summer course student. I just kept quiet because the way Swami said it, I mean, I could guess that he doesn't want me to speak anything further on it. But later on, when I reflected, I realized that yes, summer course was going on in Ooty in 1972, and I had heard Swami's discourse. And as I had mentioned that at one point his eyes and my eyes had met. So from then onwards, Swami has taken me as his summer course student. So that is how I connected it. And later on, when I joined the institute, after that, the summer courses in Whitefield were again revived. So I went. Swami called me for the interview. So in the interview, I was the only lady. Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar, then Chakravarti sir was the Registrar, Controller of Examinations, and two of the professors who came on deputation to start this B.Ed course, they were also there. So they were all sitting inside the interview against the wall, and Swami's chair is there. I just sat next to Swami's chair, and Swami, started talking to me. And at one point he said, I will make you the warden. I said, no, no, Swami, I have come here for lecturership. He says, no, no, you will be lecturer, but I'll give you additional duty, extra work. Will you do? I said, yes, Swami, I will do it. Then it struck me. I said, warden, it's a big responsibility. And in B.Ed, the girls are big girls. They come after their degree and post-graduation also, some of them. So I don't know anything. How will I take care of them? So I said, Swami, mujhe kuch nahi aata. I told him, I said, I know nothing, Swami. How will I take care of big girls? Then he said, no, don't worry. I will teach you. I will tell you. And then he moved a little forward chair, and then he said, see, I'll give you everything. You set up a small kitchen, and you can give them some hot drink sometimes, when they are not well. And I will also make arrangement for a small dispensary over there. Doctors are there from the general hospital. I'm talking about Whitefield. The B.Ed program was housed in the Whitefield building, college building, because the building at Anantapur was not ready. And for this new course, for 2 years, the B.Ed program was in the Whitefield campus. Now, in the interview room, he was talking about so many things. Then he asked me, he said, have you seen snake goat? And in Hindi, he was explaining to me, what does it look like? He said, it looks like a snake. It's a vegetable. It belongs to this group of vegetable. And he tried his best to explain to me, and I had a blank face because I had not seen that. In Odisha, I had not seen this vegetable. Neither we ate at home. So then the next question, Swami said, the gardener, he ties a stone at the end of the snake gourd. Why does he do that? So out of common sense, I said, Swami, to see that it grows straight. He said, yes, that is, discipline. It has to grow straight. And if he ties a big stone, what will happen? I said, Swami, it will snap, it will break in between. He said, yes, it will break. And if it is too small, it won't be effective. Swami said, yes, this is how you have to take care of discipline in the hostel. Don't be too strict, don't be too lenient. Take the middle course, okay, because they are big girls, they understand. So you need not be very strict nor very lenient, giving the analogy of the snake gourd and the stone. Then he said, when you are taking charge as warden, see that you, when you serve food to them, you give them all the items, because these Andhra girls, they love to eat rice only with pickle. They'll mix in hot rice, pickle masala, and that red rice only they will eat. You should give them a balanced diet. Whatever food is there, all items you should serve them. So this way, for that 1.5 hours, Swami went on to explain how I should be taking care of the girls, and how I should serve them, be with them. And then at one point, after telling all this, Swami asked me, when can you join? Before I could say anything, Swami said, see, they also need you. I also need you. They means the college where I was already working as a lecturer. He said, they also need you. I also need you. You decide. Tum socho. And I said, no, Swami, whatever you say, I will do. He was so happy. His face was bright. He looked at all of them who were sitting there and he said, see, implicit obedience, implicit obedience. Very happy, very happy. And he moved forward like this from his chair and he said, go, resign and come. I need you. So, what more could I expect or ask for? Lord of the universe asking me or telling me that he needs me. So after saying this, he said, go back, go resign and come. I will make all arrangements over here and the course will begin on 18th of September. The course was to start. So between that period, he said, you go and come back. So this is how I came into Bhagwan's fold and then had direct appointment by Bhagwan where he says that he needs me and I gave up my government job. I resigned over there. And as Bhagwan had mentioned that they need me, the head of the department over there was not happy. He said, no, why are you leaving? You take back your resignation letter. We will not accept it. I said, no, sir. He said, there is some pressure. I feel there is some pressure on you. That's why you have given your resignation. I said, I have no pressure. It's willingly I am giving this resignation. I would like to go and serve over there. Reluctantly, he had to accept my resignation letter and I came back here. Again, Bhagwan called me for an interview. This time when I came back with my sister, my elder sister. Bhagwan gave interview. In the interview, he told me, he said, I have made all arrangement. The B.Ed program will be in Whitefield because there are no classrooms in Anantapur campus. A new building is coming up. So till the building comes up, there's one building next to the boys' hostel, adjacent to boys' hostel. So there the B.Ed program will be there. Upstairs, you will stay with girls and down you will have classes. Then Swami said, I have made arrangement. Van is ready. You take your sister also with you. And I'm also sending along with you some 10 girls who will help you in setting up everything. Do this setting and then I will come. So this is how Swami made all arrangements. We went to Whitefield, cleaned the whole building, right from day one, mopping, sweeping and making arrangements for Bhagwan to come, arranging everything. I mean, we had to take things from the boys' campus over there because there was nothing there. So when we got to know that Swami is coming, there was no carpet, nothing was there. And so they had seen Swami coming to Anantapur, carpet used to be there for him and all those things. So it just struck me. I had a few silk new saris. I said, girls, I have saris. So we will fold the saris and make it like a carpet for Swami. And when I said this, 2-3 more girls who had new saris, they also came up. They said, Madam, we also have, we will all put. So we, folded the saris in such a way so that it is just enough for Bhagwan to walk, and we made a pathway right from down to the room which was converted into a sort of prayer room for the B.Ed girls. And there was no silver glass. It was only an ordinary glass which we had to keep for Swami to have water. So we were making arrangements to receive Bhagwan. But then we got to know that message came saying that Bhagwan will not be there for the inauguration. It will be done formally by the Vice Chancellor and other members. And Bhagwan would come a week later. So we were disappointed, definitely. But then that is how the academic session had to start. So we started. And as Swami had mentioned, we had the ground floor rooms converted as classrooms, and upstairs we were staying. And when Swami came, finally when he came and we had made the carpet with our saris, he sat in the prayer hall where we had arranged his chair. And At that time he told me, he said which room is supposed to be for what purpose. And then he said, see, you stay in this particular room. That means the corner room. As we go up, the corner room you stay. And the rooms which were facing the boys' hostel, he said, you see that all the window panes are covered because boys are there, and this is a boys' campus. You have to be very careful. And he also instructed me, he said, see, because it's boys' campus, don't come out. I will make all arrangements for all of you inside this building only. And when I come to Vrindavan campus, I'll send word for you, and then you can come out. You can attend bhajans also outside in the that was Sairam shed. In those days, that shed was there, Krishna's idol. You can come there, but other than that, when I am not here, don't come out, you should be inside. And then it is then that Swami introduced me to the two lady doctors of the general hospital, Dr. Savitri and Dr. Rajeshwari. He called them and he said, see, set up a small dispensary for them and tell her what all medicines are to be given. So I was almost trained to be a half doctor over there, because they had written a list was written of the medicines and for what symptoms, for what purpose, in emergency it could be given, because otherwise daily evening they were coming and visiting in the night after their hospital duty to see if there is any need or if any girl is sick to be taken care of. And as in the interview I can now recall, Swami had said that I will make all arrangements, I will tell you, you set up a kitchen also. You won't believe, Swami came along with the Sevadals and they were holding different vessels. There were vessels, there was a gas cylinder, there was a gas stove, and Swami one by one, he took from them and gave it in my hand. And he said, take this. This is for this is for this purpose. You can serve, and the food will come from boys' hostel. The building was connected with the passage. He said, the food will come from boys' hostel, and these are the plates, these are the glasses, and convert a particular room, he said, next to the passage, that will be your dining hall, so that it's easier for the workers to leave the food over there and you can serve. And a room next to that can be the morning prayer room, where you can have your Suprabhatam and other prayers, whereas downstairs one classroom was converted into a morning assembly prayer hall, where he sat when we had made the arrangement. Then he came along upstairs. He came upstairs and he said, this room can be for the girls, this room can be for the girls, and you stay here. You stay in this room. Now, the room where I was asked to stay, that was, adjacent to the next building. I mean, it was facing, that is where he said, glasses. No, you cover all the glasses. So we all sat, after Swami had left, we started putting a newspaper and covering all the window panes of that particular side, so that from boys' hostel, neither we could see them nor they could see us. So this is how small kitchen was arranged. He said, tea, hot water. And then like a mother, he told me, he said, girls will get monthly periods and some of them will get pain. So that time you can make hot water, or you can give them tea or coffee, hot tea, something, for them. They're all girls, no? So it was so motherly, like I felt as if my mother is telling me what I should be doing and how I should be taking care of all the girls. So each and everything, right from food, he had told me, see that they don't eat only rice and pickle. All the food item that comes from the hostel which is cooked, see that it is served and they eat that. Plus their any health problem, any issues, everything. There's a big stores outside, which then was taken care by late Ruchir Desai. So Swami introduced me to him. Called him and said that whatever requirement they have, stationery or toiletry items, whatever it is, the list will be given to you. You supply it to them. And then again he said, convert the other side room The building was like a rectangle building, and the center part was ground, like small open space, which he said you can use for your games and all. And that other side, first room, you convert into stores. I said, okay, Swami. So he had all detailed in instructions. The first time when he visited the building, he went all around, saw downstairs, he saw what room was for what, which is technology room, where what is kept, everything, where teachers are going to sit, where I am going to sit, because I was the only lady teacher and the other three of them were male teachers. So he was very particular about that also. And then as we entered the building, there's one small room. He said that could be like an office room where people, if they come, they can meet the office in charge, whoever is there. So these were the arrangements that were done by Bhagawan. And then he left. And he said, see, now that I am in Vrindavan, you can come for evening prayer sessions. And whenever bhajans are there on Sundays, public is also there, you can come. And we were allotted a place where to sit as a whole group, B.Ed, not with the public in the Sairam shed. We had to sit there. And Swami would come daily, talk to us, take our letters, say something, make us laugh, make the girls laugh. One day Swami said, I am coming. And we were so, happy and enthusiastic. Swami is coming, what should we do, what should we do? We prepared for Swami's visit, and I made cake and also pakoras. Because when I spoke to Ratanlal auntie, she said Swami likes bhaji. So if you know how to make it, you make that. So I made all arrangement, collected all things, because small kitchen was there, gas was there, vessels were there, and we kept ready. Swami didn't come in the morning. He came outside, he took a round, and we didn't go out and sit because Swami said he would come and visit us. So we were all sitting inside. Girls were in the prayer rooms, waiting for Swami to come, and I was standing at the entrance to see when he's coming towards our side. So what happened, Swami took round over there, and then I saw Swami slowly again going back. I immediately called all the girls out. I said, girls, come, Swami is going back, at least so that they could at least have darshan of Bhagawan. And so we were disappointed, but we had hope that Swami may come in the evening. And I had made, as I told you, these items. I had also made kesari. We call halwa in north, and kept it near Swami's side table. So classes were going on. I was taking class. This was somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I mean, the last hour was my hour, and I was taking class. And I just happened to see a cat pass by. I didn't notice much. That's there. So while the class was going on, I saw this cat. Then suddenly it struck me that the room where we have kept all the prasadam is not closed. So I asked one of the girls, I said, close the door. So she went and she came back and she said, ma'am, I think cat has already spoiled the prasad. I said, no, it can't be like that. Anyways, I will see. So when the class got over, I went to that room to see. And I saw the mark was not that of a cat's paw. It was like the 4 fingers, and that much of prasad has been taken. So I spoke to head of the department, then Professor Sethi. He was heading the department. I said, sir, this is how it is. I feel it is Swami's hand, but this girl is thinking it is cat. Cat has done this. So he said, don't worry, you just remove that. We both can have this, and rest of it as prasad can be given to the girls. It was 4 o'clock. Swami used to come for darshan little later. And that evening also Swami came. He took a round in this side room shed, and he again didn't come here to our building. So we were very upset. But then now these things were made, so I distributed it to the girls. I said, maybe there might be some reason that Swami has not come. Let's hope Swami is here. Maybe we will again pray to Swami, request him to come tomorrow. So next day morning, we sat for morning darshan. Swami came from Trey Vrindavan, as Swami came, he came straight to us. And I was ready to tell Swami, Swami, you didn't come. Before I could say anything, Swami said, Main aaya, main kal aaya, means I came yesterday. You didn't see me? I said, no, Swami. Hey, main aaya, you were taking class. You were inside the class. You see, now here what I would like to say is Bhagawan can come in any form. And that finger marks taking away, like from the bowl he has taken the prasad, that was an indication that Bhagawan had come in whichever form he had come, he had taken the prasad. And that in the morning before I could say anything, he himself said, I came, you were taking class. Pucho, pucho, he said. Pucho, pucho means ask your girls, I came. And I turned back, to ask the girls that how come Swami came and you didn't tell me, and how didn't I didn't get to know. But then the whole thing was, he just smiled and he walked away towards the public. I was telling girls, what girls did you see? No, then we realized that the cat which had passed through, and it stood near the door. That is how I could see, and I told that girl to go and close the door because the food item is over there. So this is what Swami said. But then he did come. He came. He came the next day, and then he sat in the room upstairs, the prayer room. So then Swami asked a few general questions, and then he asked me, he said, girls do meditation? I said, yes, Swami, meditation and Suprabhatam we do. He said, how are you doing? Like this, like this, like this. Then I had to tell him, I said, Swami, there are so many mosquitoes that we can't help it. I said, even during study hours, Swami, girls find it difficult to study because that whole area was like a, open area. And there were a lot of parthenium plants everywhere outside. It's not the Whitefield that we see now, which is developed. I'm talking about in 86. It was an open thing, and lot of mosquitoes were there. We were finding it very difficult. So Swami said, I said, yes, Swami, please, Swami, we would like mesh to be put because otherwise girls are finding it difficult during study hours, and even while sleeping it is difficult. Though mosquito nets, then I made arrangement to see that girls get their mosquito nets. So Swami said, okay, I'll make arrangement. I'll tell Colonel Yoga Rao, he'll make arrangement. Swami went back. He went back, and I don't know what conversation happened between him and Colonel Yoga Rao, but then Colonel Yoga Rao came. He said, Madam, what have you told Swami? I said, nothing. I just told him that there are mosquitoes and we would like to have mesh for the windows and door. How can I give mesh and windows for you people when boys are also there? Boys hostel is there. If I have to put mesh, I have to put for them. Where is the budget? Where is this? He was right in his own way, because he was talking about the budget and all this sanction, how to do it. It's because it's not a small building. It's not one room, two rooms. It's a huge building. And for all the rooms, if he has to put mesh, it requires finances also. So I said, I used to call him uncle. I said, uncle, I don't know. I told Swami this. What Swami has told you, now you have to see. He was little upset, but not upset with me. But he was only thinking in terms of how to get it done and how to do it only for you as a small group of girls in the B.Ed and not for the boys who are in the adjacent building. And that is where you see what happened. A miracle. That night we realized that there were no mosquitoes. Earlier, mosquitoes would sit on the wall and they won't move. Big mosquitoes that girls had to light agarbatti. They used to light agarbatti and take it very near to the mosquito so that it flies from there. So this is how they were trying to shoo them off. And that night we realized that there are mosquitoes in the corridor outside. But there is not a single mosquito in the room where the girls or where a room which was given to me. So it was such a big miracle that there was no need to put mesh. And Swami had taken care that mosquitoes don't disturb us. all of us realized, and we were really surprised, happy, mixed feelings it was, that after we have told Bhagawan about the problem and how he has solved it without even seeing that unnecessary expenditure is also not there, and that mosquito problem was solved by Bhagawan. So when Bhagwan used to come, we would arrange the rooms, and we thought of arranging a small exhibition on human values. Girls who were good in painting and chart work, they did different on Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, 5 human values. Charts were prepared, models were made, and one room fully we had, and we requested Swami to come. In the meantime, now I had settled up everything. That room was converted into a storeroom where we had stationery items, whatever items that were of need. And we all know that when Swami comes, he doesn't come alone. With him, there are some other members also who accompany Bhagwan. So Bhagwan came, and again, I had also prepared cake and bhajis for Bhagwan. And Swami came, he looked at, there was one collage which was made by girls in which different photographs were there. And in one photograph, Swami is opening his interview room, Parthi interview room, and he's looking outside this way. And there the caption was, are you calling me? So after seeing the exhibition room, everything, asking what is this, or whatever explanation we were giving, then when Swami came to that area where the collage was made, he read that, and he read out, who's calling me? Are you waiting for me? Some caption like that was there. Yes, Swami, we were waiting for you. In one voice they said. Swami... then he moved to the room, the storeroom, where I had arranged everything. So the building is, you have inbuilt cupboards, which like hostel has got top and then one flap type of a thing for students to read. And so that being a classroom, hostel room, it was converted. So I had kept all those open so that Swami can see what all things are there. Notebooks in one, pencil, stationery, other items. So like that, some 2-3 cupboards were there. And in the last cupboard, I had arranged sanitary towels. So Swami came, along with him, Colonel Yogarao was there, and some other members were there. And I was showing Swami, this is this. And we had also put label, name of the items, which cupboard, what is there, so that it's easier to identify what is there. I realized suddenly, I said, oh my God, sanitary towels are there, and why did I leave it open? So Bhagwan was just one step ahead of me. When Swami peeped and saw this, he just said, oh, variety of biscuits, he said, and he closed the cupboard, and the lower one also I closed, and he quickly turned. Before others could come and see what it is, he had closed it. So naturally when Swami turned, they couldn't go there, and that is how, he saved me from the embarrassment of showing those sanitary towels to everybody. I myself, when I think of it now also, that how nicely Swami could think that variety of biscuits, and he said, and he turned and saw the other cupboards, and he was out of the room. So along with him, all of us came down, then sat in the lower room, said everything is going on fine, good. This was, I'm talking about 1986-87. So 1987, when the summer was approaching, we had no summer vacation because we started late. The course started in September. So we had to cover up, and we were told by the administration that you will not be getting summer vacation, a holiday as such, but you have to continuously work so that you complete your syllabus and you are at par with the other courses of the institute. So Swami asked us, he was to go to Ooty. We received a message saying that Bhagwan has said all of you have to shift to primary school in Puttaparthi because the campus is going to close for summer vacation. Bhagwan will also not be here, and cooks will not be there. So arrangement has been done in primary school. So at summer vacation, you have to go and have your classes there. So we were all very upset because we knew that Swami is going to come to Vrindavan. It so happened that when I broke this news to the girls, that's girls, we have to shift there because stay here in during summer. They said, ma'am, Swami normally comes to Vrindavan and Swami will be here and we will be there. No, 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 ma'am, we also want to be here. We don't want to go. So that night, what happened when the food came, dinner came, they all refused to eat. Girls, they said, we are not going to eat, madam. What is it? Why Swami is sending us there? We want to be with Swami here. And that particular night, I remember, along with the food, the sweet item was gulab jamun. What to do? I tried my best. Girls, come, please come and eat, please come and eat. How can I send the food back to the hostel? What will the warden think? And it will go waste also. They did not agree at all. And actually, girls are not eating. How can I eat? I also did not eat. But then it struck me. I said, okay, let me just keep the gulab jamun vessel here because that will not spoil, and send back the rest of the food. Next day morning, I went to Ratanlal auntie. And I told auntie, I said, auntie, girls did not eat food yesterday. Then she said, oh my God, we were wondering what is wrong with Swami. Yesterday, Swami also did not eat. I said, what? She said, yes, he was very upset. He was restless. He didn't know what. And we also didn't know. And Swami did not eat. Because you girls have not eaten, see, Swami also did not eat. I felt bad. I came back and I told the girls, see, girls, this is it. We should not disobey Swami. When Swami has made arrangement for us to go, we should, implicitly obey instead of questioning why Swami is sending us. See, yesterday Swami also did not have his dinner. And like when I joined, Swami had, when he came to Vrindavan, he had told that only when I come, I will call you to Trai Vrindavan. So in Trai Vrindavan, Swami had personally introduced me to the Rajmata over there, to Ratanlal auntie, to all these VIPs, if I can call, they were there. Swami had personally introduced me saying, see, she is my B.Ed principal. She is my B.Ed principal. She has left her job and she has come for me. And feeling very proud and happy, like that he had introduced me to everybody. And to our Ratanlal auntie also, he said, see, they are girls. Whenever there is anything, he told me, you can come to her. She will see, and whatever help is needed, she will give you. Same thing with the doctors he had also introduced. So when I felt that girls are behaving this way, they are upset, they don't want to eat, next day morning, because it was night, I didn't want to go. Next day morning, I went to auntie and I said, auntie, this is it. We have got instructions that we have to shift to Puttaparthi. And auntie, please talk to Swami, auntie. I am ready to cook, even if the cooks are going in that. There's a Hislop house next to auntie's house in the Vrindavan campus. So it's a big hall, a big house, and we were only 38 girls. So I said, auntie, we will house ourselves here, make ourselves comfortable, no problem. Because Swami is going to be in Vrindavan, and girls also feel, why should we go there? I'll do the cooking. Just one rice and dal will be sufficient for us. I'll do the cooking. Can we stay? Can you speak to Swami, auntie? She said, I'll try, talk to Swami. So this was conveyed to Bhagawan, that warden has said that she will take charge, she'll take the cooking responsibility, and they would like to stay here. And Swami came to our building. He said, I am coming. In Darshan line, he told me, I am coming. So we were very happy Swami is coming. Swami came, and then very nicely he explained. He said, see, no one will be here. Backside is open. And summers, boys are going away, cooks are going. I am also going to Uti. I won't be here. So it is not safe. That is why I am asking you to shift to Prasanthi Nilayam. There I have made all arrangements. I have told Munni, she will see that arrangements are done. You go there, have your classes over there. When I come back, then you can come back to Vrindavan. And he also told me, he said, see, don't leave any valuables in the room. Tell the girls they should carry everything. No valuables should be left here. And whatever instruments that have been bought, we had different equipments bought under UGC, and those equipments, he said, everything you put in your room and you lock your room. All other rooms also should be locked, but let all valuables be in your room. Valuables in the form of different equipments that were bought. We had overhead projector, 16 film projector, all these were bought when the course was started. So you keep all these things, all valuables in your room. So finally we all, naturally Bhagawan has said, so we said, yes Swami, we will go to Prasanthi Nilayam. So we came to Prasanthi Nilayam. Swami left for OT, and when Swami came back, we also came back to Vrindavan. To our surprise, when we came, we opened the front door, we saw that every room was open and everywhere things were scattered. Clothes were scattered, everything was topsy-turvy. Only my room was as it is, intact. Nothing had happened. So that means theft had taken place. From backside, the thieves might have come, and Swami had indicated that it's not safe, nobody will be there, keep things in one room, and that room was my room, and my room was safe. Nobody had touched my room, whereas students' room, everything from their cupboards, their clothes, whatever remaining clothes were there, everything was on the floor. Then girls also realized that whatever Swami says, there is a purpose behind it. He knew what is going to happen. And it is for our safety that he had sent us to primary school to be there for 2 months, have our classes there and then come back.